Okay, let's welcome group 2.
Hello everyone, we are group 2. I am Ling Shenyu.
I'm Chen Quanrong.
So today we are going to present convention planning. So let's take a look at our table of contents. So we have divided into 14 parts. And from the left side, we will just introduce vocabulary, scenario 2, preposition practice, and listening practice. And from 1 to 4, Quanrong will present and introduce to you. And then from 5th one, activity 2, higher no context culture, conclusion, and from the 5th one to 14th one, we will just present by me. So let's take a look at our vocabulary. Let's welcome Quanrong.
Hello everyone, I'm Chen Quanrong. And this part is vocabulary. And please turn the page in
Wait a second. Before you present your vocabulary, tell us the topic sentence. What is the topic sentence for this part? How many vocabulary do you have?
In this part, we have 4 vocabulary.
4 vocabulary.
Okay.
4 words.
4 words.
Okay.
And please turn the page in 64.
Don't forget the topic sentence. Tell us how many words we are going to learn.
The first one is miscellaneous. Please repeat with me. It's adjective. It means consisting of a mixture of various things that are not usually connected with each other. For example, so for the following few months, I will be your personal assistant, helping you deal with miscellaneous tasks. Please repeat with me.
So for the following few months, I'll be your personal assistant, helping you with tasks.
The second one is ponder. Please repeat with me.
Ponder.
It's verb. It means to think carefully about something, especially for a noticeable length of time. For example, I was actually pondering the idea of asking someone to make a checklist for the convention just before you walked in. Please repeat with me.
I was actually pondering the idea of asking someone to make a checklist for the convention just before you walk in.
The next one is gala. It's a noun. It means a special public occasion at which there is a lot of entertainment, usually in the form of different types of performances. For example, oh yes, the gala dinner.
Oh yes, the gala dinner.
The last one is laid back. It's an adjective. It means relaxed in manner and character, not usually worried about other people's behavior or things that need to be done. For example, I was actually thinking about offering some laid-back forms of entertainment, such as scheduling a good musical band to help our guests relax. Please repeat with me.
I was actually thinking about offering some laid-back forms of entertainment, such as scheduling a good musical band to help our guests relax.
The next part is scenario 2, and it will present by me and Xuanyu. Me is Nick, Xuanyu is Jane.
So please repeat after us when we speak a whole sentence. Hello, Nick, may I come in?
Yes, please.
Ellen would like me to assist you with convention planning. Please repeat after us. So for the following few months, I will be your personal assistant, helping you deal with miscellaneous tasks.
So, for the following few months, I'll be your personal assistant, helping you deal with miscellaneous tasks.
That's very nice of you, thanks.
That's very nice of you, thanks.
Right, so if you need my help, just give me a shout.
Right, so if you need my help, just give me a shout.
As a matter of fact, I got a text for you.
As a matter of fact, I've got a task for you.
I was actually pondering the idea of asking someone to make a checklist for the convention just before you walk in.
I was actually wondering the idea of asking someone to make a checklist for the convention just before you walk in.
Would you like to help me with that?
Would you like to help me with that?
I'm happy to help. What would you like to put on the checklist?
What would you like to put on the checklist?
Well, I think we need to ensure we have the location, the date, and the opening and closing time determined.
I think we need to ensure we have the location, the date, and opening and closing time determined.
Determined, not determined. Could you repeat the sentence together? All of you. Well, I think.
So I think we need to ensure we'll have the location, the date, and the opening and the closing time determined.
Also, we'll need someone to take care of things like the budget, transportation, accommodations, social events, keynote speakers, and potential participants.
Also, we'll need someone to take care of things like the budget, transportation, accommodations, social events, keynote speakers, and potential participants.
Is that all?
Is that all?
Oh yes, the gala dinner.
Okay, and would you like to arrange the entertainment for the gala dinner?
That would be great. And please make sure that the entertainment suits our particular specifications.
And please make sure that the entertainment suits our particular specifications.
Okay, or maybe we can try to come up with some exciting form of amusement that would wow our guests to ensure an unforgettable celebration.
Okay, or maybe we can try to come up with some exciting form of amusement that would wow our guests to ensure an unforgettable celebration.
I was actually thinking about offering some laid-back forms of entertainment, such as scheduling a good musical band to help our guests relax.
I was actually thinking about offering some laid-back forms of entertainment, such as scheduling a musical band to help our guests relax.
Well, maybe we can discuss this later. Let's get our checklist done first.
Well, maybe we can discuss this later. Let's get our checklist done first.
Have we got everything covered?
Have we got everything covered?
More or less, I think.
More or less, I think.
Anything else I can help you with?
Anything else I can help you with?
That'd be all, thanks.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Not at all.
The next part is preposition practice, and we have 7 questions in this part. Please turn the page in 64.
On 64.
On 64. Question 1. Alan would like me to assist you. Convention planning. Yes, the answer is with. Let's give her a big hand.
Could you call that person's name so it will be easier for him to add the extra bonus? Do you know the person's name?
And please repeat with me. Alan would like me to assist you with convention planning.
Alan would like me to assist you with convention planning.
Question 2. So for the following few months, I'll be your personal assistant, helping you deal miscellaneous tasks.
With.
Yes, the answer is with. Please give him a big. Please repeat.
When you read, please pay attention to the punctuation mark. As we've talked about this many times last semester, there's a comma after assistant. So how should you read the sentence? Try again. So, together?
So, for the following few months, I'll be your personal assistant, helping you deal with miscellaneous tasks.
No. Try again.
So for the following months,
I'll be your personal assistant,
helping you deal with
miscellaneous tasks.
Okay, Yuxiang, try again.
So, for the following few months, I'll be your personal assistant, helping you deal with miscellaneous tasks.
Perfect. Let's give him big hands. And extra bonus. You need to raise your intonation. The sentence is not over yet. This is a conversation. You are talking with someone. You need to give the addressee a signal that you are not done yet. Then they will be listening. Otherwise, they will be ready to talk. So it's a very important signature. So try again.
So for the following few months,
Months,
I'll be your personal assistant.
assistant.
Helping you deal with miscellaneous tasks.
Good. Everyone? So,
So, for the following few months, I'll be your personal assistant, helping you deal with miscellaneous tasks.
good. Continue, please.
Question 6. That's very nice, you. Off. Yes, answer is off. Let's give her a big hand. Please repeat after me. That's very nice of you.
That's very nice of you.
Question 4. I was actually pondering the idea asking someone to make a checklist, the convention just before you walk in.
Off and 4.
Yes, the answer is off and 4. Let's give her a big hand. And please repeat.
I was actually pondering the idea of asking someone to make a checklist for the convention just before you walk in.
Question 5. I'm happy to help. What would you like to put the checklist? Yes, answer is on. Let's give her a big hand. Please repeat.
I'm happy to help. What would you like to put on the checklist?
Question 6. Okay, and would you like to arrange the entertainment, the gala dinner? Yes, answer is 4. Let's give her a big hand. And please repeat.
Okay, and would you like to arrange the entertainment for the gala dinner?
Question 7. Okay, or maybe we can try to come up some exciting form amusement that would wow our guests to ensure an unforgettable celebration. Yes, answer is with and off. Let's give her a big hand. And please repeat.
Maybe we can try to come up with some exciting form of amusement that will wow our guests to ensure an unforgettable celebration.
And the next part is listening practice. Please turn the page on 65. Let me introduce the 2 vocabulary for in the listening practice. The first one is mature art.
Martial art.
Martial art.
Martial.
Martial art. Please repeat.
Martial arts.
It's a noun. It means a traditional Japanese, Chinese, or Korean form of fighting or defending yourself, practiced as a sport or as exercise. For example, the 14th annual GRI convention will take place at the Zhongzheng Martial Arts Stadium.
Stadium.
Please Please repeat.
The 14th annual GRI convention will take place at the Zhongzheng Martial Arts Stadium.
The next one is superb.
Superb.
Superb. It's an adjective of excellent quality, very good, very great. For example, is super. Superb. Superb. Thank you very much for being so supportive. I'm now rather looking forward to the 14th GRI convention. Please repeat.
Thank you very much for being so supportive. I'm now really looking forward to the 14th GRI convention.
And please listen to the following dialogue and answer the 3 questions.
Listening practice. Please listen to the following dialogue and answer the questions.
Dividing up responsibilities.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Alan.
It's so nice to see you all here today. First of all, I'd like to thank you for volunteering to help out with the 14th Annual Global Retail Innovation, GRI, Convention. The 14th Annual GRI Convention will take place at the Zhongzheng Martial Arts Stadium.
The one in Kaohsiung?
Yes, the convention is going to take place in Kaohsiung from Wednesday, October 30th to Sunday, November 2nd, 2014. We expect this convention to promote retailer cooperation and in turn lower costs for business and consumers. So now, let's kick off the meeting, shall we? Nina, would you like to take over from here?
Yes, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'll be the chief coordinator for the 14th GRI convention. As you may already know, the GRI convention is one of the most significant events for all the top-notch retailers around the world. So we really have to be on top of our game. The main purpose of this meeting is to divide responsibilities among our team. What can we do to help? We'll need someone to be in charge of convention planning guidelines and convention programs, someone to be responsible for the appointment of chairpersons and keynote speakers, someone to check the venue and facilities, and someone to take care of registration and housing.
I'd like to contact the keynote speakers and chairpersons, if that's all right with you. I've actually got a couple of names in mind, and I may be able to send out the invitations by the end of this week.
That's brilliant. If you don't mind, I'd like to take care of the convention planning and program. I've done them before, and I'm confident that I can keep the program moving to time and the convention running smoothly.
I'm quite happy to check the venue and essential equipment. I suppose most of our speakers would like to give an oral presentation with the use of PowerPoint, so I'll make sure the computer equipment is set up properly in advance.
So, Finn, that leaves registration and housing to you. Do you think you can manage that?
Sure, no problem. I'll start hotel hunting right after this meeting, and hopefully I can negotiate the best price for our guests and successfully clinch the deal.
Superb. Thank you very much for being so supportive. I'm now rather looking forward to the 14th GRI convention.
1.
Question 1. When is the 14th Annual Global Retail Innovation GRI Convention going to take place? A. From the 30th of October to the 15th of November. B. From the 30th of October to the 2nd of November. C. From the 30th of October till the 3rd of November. Yes, answer is B. It's from the 30th of October till the 2nd of November. It's from Wednesday, October 30th to Sunday, November 2nd, 2014. And question 2. Who is the chief coordinator from the convention? A. Alan. B. Vin. C. Nina. Yes, the answer is C. Nina. Is Nina say, I'll be the chief coordinator from the 14th GRI convention. Question 3. What does Finn need to do? A. To contact keynote speakers. B. To take care of registration and housing. C. To check the venue and equipment. Yes, answer is B. To take care of registration and housing. Lina say, Finn, that leaves registration and housing to you. And Finn say, sure, no problem. And next part, I'll give a floor to Shen Yu.
Hello everyone, I am Ling Shenyu. So I'm going to present activity 2. So please turn to page 66. Okay, so as you can see, there are two forms. So let's take a upper side. So the first one, the book asks us to do a checklist. So the situation is you are an assistant manager. So please do a checklist, convention checklist to help you plan accomplished. So let's take a look at our checklist. So I think a checklist should include these 12 things. So let's take a look at the first one. I think the first row is the most important because you have to check the date, when to start, when to hold the convention. And then venue, of course, you have to show the convention venue so the people can just attend. And the next one is accommodation and schedule agenda. We can just first, maybe we can just put our schedule agenda to the participants to let them know what we are going to do at that day. And then the fifth one is the transportation. And maybe we can just rent a bus or maybe some taxi to drive the participant to the venue. And the next one is content. We need to make sure our content is clear, is professional to the audience. And then emergency plans. Maybe we might face some emergency problems. So we need to have plan B, plan C, or plan D. And then brochures. Maybe we can just print out some little brochure to the participants so let them know what we are going to take at that day. And the next one is interpreters because it is international convention. So maybe we have the English speakers or Chinese speakers. So we need to hire an interpreters. And the next one is equipment. We need to ensure our equipment works. For example, the microphone, the PowerPoint, the slides works. And the next one is staff. Maybe we can just use volunteers. It is free, or we can use some money to hire some staff to make the process smoothly work on. And the next one is feedback. We can take some feedbacks from the participant to improve our venue, to make it better. And the next situation is you are a chef manager, so we need to prepare some questions to help us understand the progress. So let's take a look at our questions. So I have listed 8 questions. So let's take a look at the first to the fourth one. So the first one is, what is the current status of the convention planning? We need to know. And the second one is, are we on track with the planned timeline? If not, what are the major delays? So we have to list the question to make sure our project is very good or smoothly going on. And the next one is, third one, has the menu been confirmed and contracted? And the fourth one is, has the full agenda been finalized and communicated to the participant? We need to talk to the participant first to check them if they know. And to the fifth one, to the eighth one, the fifth one is, are there any gaps in the schedule and that need to be adjusted? Or the sixth one, what is the current number of registered attendees? And the seventh one is, are marketing efforts such as social media, email campaigns, or press releases generating expected to engagement? And the final one is, has the full agenda been finalized and communicate to what backup plans? We need to, for example, as I say, we need to have plan A, plan B, plan C to deal with the problem are in place in case of technical failures or just equipment failures. So this is our activity 2 parts. And let's take a look at the high-end no contest culture. So let's take a look, because we have mentioned a lot of information and knowledge about high-end no contest culture. So this time I chose these two comparison to let you know more to let you more understand. So let's take a look at the left side. It's called polychronic time, and the right one is monochronic time. So it is a little bit hard word. So I just, because last time Yuxiang, they just present a linear or non-linear. So
Linear or non-linear.
Okay, so this time I chose about time to introduce this one. So let's take a look at the polychronic time. So I have listed 4 features, each side 4 features, and then right side 4 features. So let's take a look at the polychronic time, their features. So the first one is flexible time management. And the second one is multitasking. Multitasking means multiple plus tasking. Multitasking. Okay, thank you. So multitasking means you can do a lot of things at one time. For example, my subject A, I can do 10%, and the subject B, I do 50%. I do a lot of tasks, but they are not all finished. But I just do a lot of tasks at one time. And then let's take a look at the third one, emphasis on social interactions. They just like you can chat with your coworkers, your relationship is very good. And the final one, the fourth one, is non-linear understanding of time. So you might not follow the schedule. You can just do whatever you want. And let's take a look at the right side, monochronic time. So it is the opposite. So from the first one, it is flexible time management, but there is limited time and measurable resource. And the second one is focus on one task at one time. So I think I am a little bit monochronic time because I cannot do a lot of things at one time. So I may forget. And the third one is importance of punctuality. You need to be on time, or maybe you will just reduce your salary, or maybe the boss will think you are very lazy or somehow. And the fourth one is in linear understanding of time. So these two are the opposites. So let's take have you understood? So let's take a look at our question. So there's a girl and a boy, and the girl said, "Hey, how's the campaign?" So and did you hear about Julia's party? So she just asked 2 things at one time. And the boy said, "Almost done." And yes, I just texted her. "Did you see the soccer match?" And the girl said, "Yes, a crazy game." And she said, "Oh, let's check the client's presentation too." So she asked 2 or 3 more tasks. So do anyone know the answer? Yuxiang? High contest culture. Yes, it's polychronic time. It's also the high contest culture. So let's give him a big hand. And the next one, the boy said, "Hey, is the campaign designed already?" And the girl said, "Not yet. I need 13 more minutes." So the boy said, "We plan to review it at 10 a.m. Please focus on finish it first." So he said, "We need to finish this one, and then after we do the next one." So, is anyone know the answer? Bei An? Yeah, it's low contest culture. It's monochronic time. So let's give her a big hand. And these are our high and low contest culture contents. So let's let me to sum up. So we have learned a lot of words about convention planning, and also we have do the preposition practice, and also the most important is we know how to for example, the activity 2 we have learned, we can ask us some question to make sure the progress is smoothly be going on, or we can just do a checklist to check if is anything forgotten, or just do everything well. If we do a thing well, we can just do a check. And then the final part is our high and low contest culture. We know the monochronic and the polychronic. So maybe you can ask yourself, you are a polychronic person or you are a monochronic person. For example, I am a monochronic person because I can do things at one time. So this is our conclusion. Maybe you can use this knowledge in the future, in the workplace, or maybe your area, your career area. So this is our conclusion. And let's take a look at our job assignments. So this is our job assignment. Ling Xuanyu, I do the PowerPoint design, scenario 2, handle context culture, activity 2, insight story, conclusion, and job assignments. So Channel Xu did the vocabulary and scenario 2 preposition practice and listening practice from 1 to 4 parts, and references, and the last one is break time. So let's take a look at our references. So as usual, we just use our book English format for the content. And the next one is Cambridge Dictionary. We look at the Chinese and English definition in a lot of parts. And then we do search the Yahoo Dictionary for our phonetic symbol. Although our phonetic symbol is a little bit messy because the computer, I see it is normal in my computer, but it is a little bit informal. It is a little bit strange in the computer. And the next part is YouTube. We look up the music for the break time. So let's take a look at our inside story. So this is my inside story. We took 3 days at home. We did on February 18th. It took me 2 hours to do the PowerPoint design and handle context culture. And then the next day, it took me 7 hours to do the inside story and activity 2. And the last one, yesterday, it took me 3 hours to do the conclusion and the job assignments. And for Channel's part, she did also 3 days at home. And on Friday, it took her 3.5 hours to do the vocabulary and scenario 2. And the next day, she did the...
Could you read all the dates?
All the dates?
Yes.
Okay.
For example,
For
first one.
First one, on February 21st, on Friday, it took her 3.5 hours to do the vocabulary and scenario 2. And the next day, February 22nd, it's on Saturday, it took her also 1.5 hours to do the preposition practice. And then the last day, February 23rd, is on Sunday, and it took her 3 hours to do the preposition practice and listening practice.
Perfect. Let's give her a big hand. She got all the dates correctly. It's easy to read it as February 21, February 22, February 23. But she got it all correctly. Could you repeat all the dates? February
21st, February 22nd, February 23rd.
Very good. Excellent.
So let's move on. Also, it took her total 8 hours. In my part, it took me total 12 hours. And the last part is break time. So please come back at 2:20.